Hey everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining me as we are about to continue on with the next part of our live reaction playthrough for Dawntrail. So quick recap from last time, we were able to complete the Feet of the Brotherhood and we have all 7 keystones. All we have to do now is find the City of Gold and Wuklamat will be named Dawnservant. So, it's not like there's really many other options right now because Kona dropped out of the race. Bakul Jaja, I think it's safe to say he dropped out. And then there was Zeroja, who was disqualified because I guess he just lost his temper and attacked an elector to get one of the keystones. But yeah, it's basically a one-horse race now. Are we really surprised that Wuklamat is going to be the Dawnservant? Like, she did not have to go ahead and just announce that all the time. Anyway, we have all 7 keystones, and we discovered the City of Gold was in fact underneath the forest of Yaktel. The disturbing thing I find about this is that it's hidden behind the Skydeep Cenote, which is basically a grave where the Mamuja just put like the remains of all the children that were sacrificed in the name of creating blessed siblings. Yeah. I don't know about you, but the idea that a beautiful golden city where everyone can live forever, apparently, in bliss and happiness, hidden behind a tomb where dead babies are laid to rest, I find that a bit unsettling. Anyway, we weren't able to see the city itself, but we were able to make it as far as to the entrance. The gate is shut, and it seems to be like filled with all kinds of advanced technology that we never saw before, so I have no idea what's going on there. But that's when my cat ended up accidentally unplugging. So I was able to miss the very ending of that, but thankfully we didn't go too far. I was planning on ending it there anyway. But, Bakul Jaja showed up. He congratulated Wuklamat for finding the entrance to the Golden City. It was such a tease that he did not let us open the gate. I don't know if he knows how to open the gate, but apparently beyond that gate is the Golden City, and I, for one, want to see it. I am saying that it's going to be the 6th mysterious zone. I don't know what else they could possibly make out of the 6th zone, but whatever. Anyway, we are going to be picking up exactly where we left off, where Wuklamat ended up saying goodbye to the others for right now. She had to go to the palace, get everything ready for the coronation. And we are just right here outside our cabins. Yeah, and I ended up getting some new gear from that last dungeon, so Claire looks amazing. Alright, so the next quest... Oh, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Dawn of a New Tomorrow. Welcome back, and may I congratulate you on Wuklamat's victory in the Rite of Succession. It's our great honor to host the comrades of our future Dawnservant. Such a grand journey has doubtless left you fatigued. Please relax and enjoy your stay. So we're back in our room sometime later. Okay, so I guess it's been a while. Well, that's a surprise. Didn't expect to see him here. Surprised to see me. I suppose it's only natural. May I come in? I haven't properly thanked you. That my sister was able to realize her potential is testament to the quality of her traveling companions, particularly you. I wouldn't say that. It's not like we really did much. For that, you have my heartfelt gratitude. Yeah, I mean, we really didn't do much. We were just kind of stood around and just to have Wuklamat talk to someone. Uh, my primary business and calling is to deliver a message from Lamachi. As you well know, after the Ascension ceremony, she will officially take up the mantle of Dawnservant. She has expressed a desire for you to accept a post within her administration. Oh my god, she's asking us to stay here. While making no mention of me. Aww. Yeah, I mean, that is a surprise. You needn't decide immediately. My sister will broach the matter with you again after the ceremony. Whether you continue to assist Lamachi or not is up to you. I mean, I can imagine a few people might be a little upset about that. That is all, if you'll excuse me. Wow. You know, that's a first. Somebody actually offering for us to stay here. You have become someone irreplaceable to her. As her brother, I acknowledge that with no little jealousy. But believe me when I say that I hope you will stay by her side. Oh, now he wants us to stay. This is different. Because they don't normally ask us to stick around. Like, they say, like, thank you for all your help. If you're ever in town, just look us up. And good luck to you, all your future endeavors. That's basically what happens here. This is like the first time they're offering for us to actually stay and like live somewhere. Okay, the day of the Dawnservant Ascension ceremony. Yay! Let's get this over with. Oh, wow. That's a lot of people.
What a crowd! As befits the changing of Dawnservants.
It's starting.
I wonder what he's gonna do now that he's relinquishing the throne.
The Dawnservant!
Look! He's here!
The head of reason is resting again. Thought he'd grace us for this occasion at least. People of Tuliolal, you honor us with your presence.
You know, he's been resting the entire time we've known him.
For on
So it's
this
not really a surprise.
auspicious day, we witness the dusking of one era and the dawning of the next. The succession of Dawnservants. But I've talked for long enough. Allow me to present the claimant, whose determination, wisdom, and compassion guided them to triumph and the city of gold.
Is that a wise idea, letting everyone know that the City of Gold is real? That's just going to cause more people to try to look for it. Oh boy, here we go. Please don't give us a...
My daughter, Wuklamat.
Please make the speech short. I don't know if I can take it.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Long live the Dawnservant! Long live Tuliolal!
Growing up in this city, I used to think I knew all there was to know about Tulihyolal. But my journey showed me how much I had yet to learn about the cultures, histories, and aspirations of this nation.
Yeah, you think that the princess would know more about her nation than
Through the time-honored Ihana, the Hanuhanu taught me how they nourish and cultivate both the land and their bonds with visitors. And with their alpacas and tradecraft, the Pelupelu showed me the depths of their patience and fortitude, to know when to push through and when not to push your luck. From the Moblins and their artisans, I gained insight into the power of creativity, that it is when we are filled with passion and bolstered by the support of others that we produce our best works. And in Kozamauka, I was moved by the history and hopes of the Yokhui, who believe that death isn't the end, that we live on so long as we're remembered. I felt joy and harmony in Yaktel when I tasted Shebruk Pibil, the dish that marked the beginning of peace between the Shebral and Mamurja after centuries of warfare. And I felt sorrow in Mamuk when I met with those who placed their faith in the promise of blessed siblings, and for this were burdened with great suffering. Through the understanding we forged, I'm hopeful that they will find what they seek through friendship and community, for we are all Turali.
Understanding with Mamuk? What sorcery did she use on them?
Come on. Oh, I didn't think you would be here.
All of which is to say that, as I've come to know our nation, I've seen the ways in which we thrive, and the ways in which we still struggle. Some in Kozamauka must resort to banditry to survive. A faction of Yokhui still cling to dreams of conquest. Not everyone lives in peace and plenty. And there's still so much of Tulihyolal I don't know. Places I haven't seen, and people I haven't met. That's why I hope to keep learning about and from you, that we might build a nation where everyone knows happiness. Because if there's one thing my journey has taught me, it's that your happiness is my happiness!
Once again, it sounds like an after-school cartoon. Like with all of these morals kind of being driven into our skulls. But one thing I will say is that they really got the music down in this game.
I say mine, but the Dawnservant doesn't need to be a single person, does it?
What are you doing?
Oh dear. What is she doing?
Yeah. My father led Tulihyolal to prosperity by the resolve and reason of his 2 heads. But my 1 head can only get us so far. To further change our nation for the better, I'll need someone else. Someone with the knowledge and insight that I lack.
Please don't call us out, please. I don't know if I can take that.
So what do you say? Be Dawnservant with me, Kona?
Oh, thank God. Oh. So that's what she had planned.
Lamachi, are you certain?
Absolutely. You take reason, and I take resolve. Together, we make a full Dawnservant.
Oh, that is sweet.
You'll have no objections from me, of course. But mine is not the approval you need.
During my time abroad, I experienced the benefits of foreign technologies, some of which I introduced to our nation. Dirigibles now soar the sky in the south, while locomotives traverse the land in the north.
What's with you two?
I was convinced that by imitating foreign powers, we could assert our strength and thereby deter invasion. Yet despite my intentions, I failed to understand what I was too eager to cast aside, and the very people I wish to protect. My own journey has taught me that culture isn't a hindrance to progress, but a shared value that binds us, connecting lives and generations. With your blessing, I vow to help Tuli Yolal prosper in a way that honors the hopes and heritage of all her peoples. My esteemed predecessor would accept nothing less. For ultimately, I harbor the same wish as my sister, to give you cause to smile. That is my heartfelt desire.
I didn't think it was going to take much to convince them.
Glad this didn't go to waste.
Aha.
This is the Lay of Legacy, the part of the Tuli Hyola saga where you and I become the next Dawnservant.
Good heavens! Don't tell me this is what kept you so busy ahead of the ceremony.
Just so you know, I didn't decide this on a whim. After reflecting on all we've been through, I realized it was the only answer.
With this, both my brother and I have worthy successors. He would have been proud.
What's that mean? I feel like I'm missing something.
Of course you knew. It's been 3 years since my brother left us.
What?
It cannot be. The head of reason is no longer with us.
He died?
Tragic tidings.
He died 3 years ago?
I
Oh!
believe it.
I didn't see that coming. I'll give them that.
I'm sorry I never told you. We wanted the people to rest easy until our successor could be chosen. Planning the right was my brother's final duty. He was determined for it to serve the nation's best interests, and labored nigh without cease. And then he died, forcing me to do the actual work. A sneaky bastard.
Aww.
But he did well. I have to give him that. The outcome speaks for itself. Though not quite to the original script, your new Dawnservant rises. May they shine resplendent, and their rule bring light ever greater to Tuliolo.
Wow. That's something. I did not expect that. I thought it was strange that, you know, the head of reason didn't want to say anything. I did not expect it to be because he was dead. Oh, wow, everyone cleared out real quick, didn't they? Bittersweet celebration to be sure, but I'm glad Wilclamette finally got the recognition she deserves. Head of reason was very wise indeed to devise something so elaborate and meaningful as the right of succession. 'Tis a shame he could not be here to bear witness to the end. Can you imagine what that's like, though? Having the head of your brother stuck with you and he's dead? She might have told someone what she was planning. Wilclamette does not act without the best interests of her people in mind. Wilclamette was brilliant up there, wasn't she? Part with the second promise was surprising, but between the two of them, I dare say our new Dawnservants will be capable of anything. Future of Tuliolo is bright indeed. Oh boy. Earlier in Yaktel. Why are we back here? I'm glad to see the two sides are getting along.
Change is in the air, and it's all because of our little firebrand. Every Ilmer father's daughter, that one. I'll be watching where you steer this nation, lass. With what time I've got left.
What's going on? Something's happening. Huh, 'em. 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 ' Is he dead? Ever greater, ever brighter. Oh, and we got an orchestrion roll, Dawntrail. What? Did Kidaram just die? Wilklamat has truly come into her own, has she not? Indeed, as she moved the people with her heartfelt words, she retained her characteristic spontaneity, whatever, as evidenced by her nomination of Kona as fellow Dawnservant. I don't know, I felt like a lot more connected to Kona with his speech than with hers. Sudden as it was, I would like to believe she gave it all due consideration. She could do far worse. Kona completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Wilklamat secure victory. I look forward to seeing how Tuliyola will prosper under their care. Everyone, thank you for coming. I could see you all perfectly from up there. That was an impressive speech, Dawnservant. I told you, no titles. Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than family. So like my family does, I like you to call me Lamachi. Aww. Try to pronounce it correctly. Let's be nice. Gotta be nice. I mean, she's technically the ruler of her nation now, so we gotta be polite. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Yeah, why were you so surprised? You were the one who insisted on it. It would also be my honor to call you Lamachi. Mine as well. Indeed, consider us your Eorzean cousins, if such a notion appeals to you. Eorzean cousins. It's a little embarrassing, but not in a bad way. There's still lots I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. I want to thank my supporters who are visiting for the occasion. Could you wait for me here? Of course, we'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me, Claire? What? Again? Why? Wonderful. Come and meet me outside the Winged Walk, then. Okay, I am now convinced she has, like, some kind of a crush on the Warrior of Light. I am convinced. She just wants to spend as much time with us as possible. Alright, let's head on out. Ready? Let's go. Our first stop is Aunt Dylan's Tacos, and not just for a snack, I promise. Wukavu and Mablu should be there. Alright, so she's accompanying us. Let's go. You know, hold on. Of course, since we'll be at Aunt Dylan's Tacos anyway, we might as well pick up some snacks as well, right? I see some things will never change, huh? Now, how do I word this? I mean, her speech did not surprise me at all, really. Like, not at all. Like, it really does sound like it was like part of some after-school special. And we're not too far off. But with Kona, when he spoke, like, I found myself like paying more attention to it, because it sounded like it came from the heart, and it's not normally something that he would say. Like, he himself admits that he's not really an open person, an emotional person like that, so I don't know, I find that even more special. It's been a while since I've made it to the capital. I'm glad to find it so lively. Okuhali. Those tacos are delicious, though no doubt even tastier if topped with reeds. You can enjoy yours with reeds. Not mine, though. Dawnservant Wooklamet. Oh, she was marvelous up there, wasn't she? I simply wept with joy. Oh, please tell me we get a funny scene with him again. Dawnservant Wooklamet. Words cannot well express the profound joy your ascension has brought me. No need for formalities. I'm still the same old me. Alright then, I shall forgo formalities. Oh, but I cannot. You are Dawnservant. Too disrespectful it is to address you without your due title. Oh man, I love this guy. As Dawnservant, I'm ordering you not to bother with formalities. Alright then, I won't bother anymore. Oh my god, I just love this guy. I could more easily converse with a drunken alpaca. But he's so much fun! Thank you for helping Wooklamet become Dawnservant, Claire. Oh, man. Political opinions in our community may have been divided, but a Dawnservant's accession presents us all with a prime opportunity, which is why I convinced everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. What? What's that mean? Wonderful plan, no? My first big undertaking as a merchant. Oh! Finally took the plunge then, huh? I do like the sound of a sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. Well, that's the point of a sale! To tempt you to buy a lot! It's so good to see you all again. I wanted to personally thank each of you for your help. The feats of reeds and the feats of gold were my first true test as a claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed the right of succession before I fully understood its importance. Don't tell me we're going to be going over everything. We've already done that. Now that you've given me a taste for celebrating culture, I can't wait to see what else Tuliolo has to offer. And Jacques Torel, for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer my services as a tutor, should you desire them. Oh, please! Please, yes! Yes, I want to see more of this guy. I can think of no better instructor. I'll be sure to bring Kona as well. Your duties as Dawnservant will be plentiful, but don't forget your promise to attend Ihihana next season. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. When I've made a name for myself as a merchant, I'll come by the palace and tell you all about my biggest sales. Is there a reason for us to be here, really? I kind of feel like there's really not a need for us. I look forward to it. I have been personally attending to your alpaca's care. Dare we hope to see you at the ranch again? Tell my fluffy, spit-filled friend that Wooklamet will visit soon. Anyway, you'll have to excuse us. Oh, you haven't seen Forgentine around here, have you? Tall, slim fella with long, pointy ears. You kind of described a lot of people. I saw a man matching that description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy, in the company of a moblin and a pair of yokui, if I remember correctly. Bayside Bevy. Got it. Enjoy the festivities, everyone, and the tacos. Oh god, do we really have to do this? I mean, she already kind of gave a summary of all the feats and everything we went through during her speech. Do we have to go through it again? Like, is this really necessary? I mean, I'm kind of glad that we get to see them all again, but still. But I will say this about Wukavu. Like, he is a delight. I love listening to this guy. Like, he's only had a few scenes here, but already he's one of my favorite characters in this game. I have not come to Tuliolo in quite some time. Yeah, I think you make a big statement there. The citizens behold the high luminary with awe. No doubt, few have seen one of his statue. Of his station, or his statue. I can't talk right now. Pot friend! Rocco Rock is grateful for this meet again. How are things going as a potsworn? Vukla, Dawnservant, Claire, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey to Tuliolo isn't a short one. Long road worth the travel to congratulate new Dawnservants. To hear the head of reason has passed brings me sorrow. Yet we who remember him will ensure he lives on. May the accolades of this day be as offerings to the future he envisioned. The High Luminary and I attend on behalf of Warlord's Echo. Had our people come en masse, we would have been an obstruction. Nonsense! You're always welcome. All of you! This is your city as much as anyone's. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, Claire, though I know little of the particulars. I can only imagine your latest adventure has been both long and colorful. Oh, I guess you could say that. Beginning with near shipwreck, if you'll remember, yet here we stand, celebrating the ascension of your claimant. When my journey began, I thought only of preserving the peace that my father worked so hard to create. But the feats of pots, the feats of proof, and the feats of ice showed me that peace is not simply the absence of war. Being able to live together in safety and happiness, that was what my father envisioned for this nation. That's the Tuliolo I want for you all. Okay, we get it. So I promise you this. As Dawnservant, I will do everything I can to bring that same happiness to the bandits in Kozumauka and the Yorkwi of Chirwagul Sultanar. I won't forsake them. As I was moved by your father's influence, so too may the Chirwagur come to accept your peace. Their benefits have stood for a millennium. While not easily shifted, neither are they mutable. Well, I can be pretty determined. They'll come around eventually. Mark my words. I can vouch for the efficiency of such determination. Thanks to the Moblin's hospitality, I've been able to rediscover the joy of my craft and honor my father's legacy. Now that good living is secure, the village overflows with feel smiles. Such cooperation between help hands and potsworns is the very spirit of a healthy pockpack. Partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. Look forward to seeing all the fantastic pieces you'll produce. There's some other people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's try and find Hamu Rook. Ah, Yeah, I wonder how, like, what kind of relationship she wants with him. The Shabrali Rax, I believe I saw him on the sands below. The Gleam Sands, thank you. Enjoy your time in the city, and remember, this will always be your home too. This is torture. I don't like these little fetch quests anymore. I must pay my respects to Guglu Jaja, though he will doubtless insist upon a bout. That wouldn't surprise me. For the ceremony, we pursued the Tuliolo saga on Moro's measure. I am proud to see Yokwi glyphic tradition so prominently displayed in the city. Come and visit us in Earthenshire. Rock and I should be glad to welcome you. Rock is excited to see how the new Dawnservants will help hand Tuliolo. The city will be as one big happy pot. Okay. I don't know what it is here, but this game has made me so impatient. It's made me violent, because I want action to happen. But I don't want to have to relive the saga again. Please. You must think my attendance incongruous to such auspicious occasion, yet as Ultra of Mamuk, I have a duty to represent the goodwill of my people. What a wonderful variety of foods and flavors they have here. Must be sure to bring some home for the others. My, you honor us with a personal visit, Dawnservants. Congratulations upon your ascension. No, none of that. My title may have changed, but I'm still just Wu Klamat. More than just, I'd say. You've grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. I hope so, but big events like this makes me wonder, you know, what my birth parents might say if they knew. I imagine they would say that it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you have become. I owe you my thanks as well for fulfilling your promise to me. Again, I really didn't do much. It's really bugging me they keep bringing this up when I feel like I haven't done anything. I told Bakul Jaja to stay with us so we could all congratulate you in person. But he marched off, muttering something about not being able to face you just yet. Boy needs purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He's always too obliging for his own good. And whose fault do you think that is? I'm sure he'll find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family is there with him. We are. By the by, have you seen Kitanram anywhere? Tanqua, that is. Oh boy. I don't know how to tell you this, but Kitanram, was it? Strong name, if a bit exotic. We called upon him before leaving Mamuk, but he wasn't at home. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. First Promise was noticeably absent as well, though I assume he required time to salve his injured pride. Oh, right, I forgot about him. Everyone thought he'd be the one to succeed Papa. My victory must have come as quite a shock to him. As for Tanqua, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, or ready to appear when we least expect him. We best be going, but relax, enjoy, and make yourselves at home, and come and visit us any time. Alright, I think I found everyone I could. Let's return to the others in the winged walk. Oh boy. It was him, wasn't it? Zeroja. He attacked Keaton Ram, didn't he? Lamont may have realized her goal, but I hope you will continue to be a friend to her. I've heard there's another shop that sells delicious tacos. I love to try them, again with the tacos. More than a few Mamluk citizens have expressed new interest in moving to Tuliolo. I will confer with Dawnservant Kona to ensure their transition is a smooth one. I'm surprised that she hasn't, brought up the subject of, you want to stick around here in Tuliolo for a while? I mean, we're not going to accept it. I mean, we'll probably come back to visit as often as we can, and, we'll probably stick around for at least a couple of the upcoming patches. But there's no way we can actually stay here, can we? I'd probably go nuts if I was stuck in this city. Where is it? I picked the wrong one, didn't I? It's not that far, is it? Yeah. I don't know, I just wanted to continue to see us, walking around with somebody else for a change. I really don't know what I feel about Wu Clement now. I'm not really sure. I don't think, I said this before, but I do not think she's a bad character. I really don't, but in a lot of scenes here, she's just poorly written. They could have written her a lot better. Maybe, less talking about, friendship and peace and I'll be Dawnservant, and maybe more, personality. That's kind of what I want. I mean, now that I think we're properly, halfway through the story. Yeah, actually, I think we are. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say we are officially halfway through the story, and I hope the second half is, going to focus maybe a little bit more on the Warrior of Light again instead of, the Rite of Succession. Blue Jaja stopped by to offer his thanks for our support. He also bade me extend his gratitude to you for assisting a concerned father. I'm not sure what he meant by it, but I assume you do. Yeah, kinda. What can you do? Okay. Oh, you're back. Orenville was just regaling us with stories of Lamachi from when they were little. What? The one about the taco? It was basically clean when I found it. Or, no, the one about Papa's feathers? Look, I didn't know where else to wipe my nose, and I was too little to know better. Okay, now I'm curious about these stories. There are rumors that Gulu Jaja may go on a pilgrimage now that he's no longer Dawnservant. So I'm sure the transition process will keep him in the capital for some time yet. Well, that's probably going to be fun for him. Welcome back. I hope you didn't rush on our account. Oh no, I rushed. Believe me.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about. I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tulichola with me. I'm not forcing you, of course, but should you wish it, you'll always have a place here. That's right. This is for you. A permit granting passage to Shaktural, which, as I recall, you've yet to see.
Nah, is that where we're going next?
An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no? I can't believe our journey is over already. You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawnservant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
For now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Sharlayan.
What about the rest of you?
Alize and I also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald.
I completely forgot
By
about
hearing
that.
about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamouk, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it, and by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tula Yolal as well.
By all means, your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Shaktural, perhaps?
Well, I need something to do. That's the plan. I want to go now. I need to get away from all this
You're hardly
cutesy
the type
stuff.
to leave half a continent unexplored.
Well, technically it's 2 continents,
Then
so.
perhaps we could travel together?
Oh!
The
Wasn't
person I
expecting
intend
that.
to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Shaktural. If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Yay! We're going with Erenvel!
Then it's farewell for now. Take care, all of you.
Oh, this is good. I think I need a break from them.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Shaktural Skygate.
Aww.
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
I need to get out of here. I can't take this. I can't. Oh, but not in a good way. Where are we going? Right over there. Oh, God. I just need to get away and maybe go kill something. Like, I don't know of these morals I can take. Like, I know these morals. I don't need to hear them. I don't need like a dozen summaries of everything that's happened till now. I just want to get to the good parts. You know, I think that a break from the others will be good for us. But yeah, it's going to be really nice to be able to explore the rest of the continent without maybe the right of succession over our heads and, you know, having to actually stop and actually get to know people. And I'm really surprised. I was really surprised that Erinville volunteered to come with us. Like, he's going to be playing as a tour guide for a little bit longer. But you know what? I think some one-on-one time with us in Erinville is going to be good. Past these gates and over the bridge lies Jacques. You have your permit, yes? Packed and ready? No last-minute stops to make in before we leave? No, I'm pretty good to go. Oh, forgive me. I'm afraid traveling with our new Dawnservant may have scarred me for life. See, that's what I like about him. Like, he's sarcastic. Like, he's more pessimistic. I think that's what we need right now, instead of all of this hope and peace stuff. Meanwhile, in the depths of the sky deep cenote. Oh, is it Zeroja? It has to be Zeroja. Yeah, I knew it! So he had to have... did he kill him? That's what I want to know. Like, come on, like, tell us. Is Keaton Ren dead? I could believe it either way. I mean, if he thinks that he can still become Dawnservant by getting into the City of Gold, I mean, he's kind of late to the party. But I have a feeling that's not the case. Something else is happening here, and I don't think I like it. This is the gate to the Golden City. Well, if it's not, I'd say it's a pretty good imitation. It's impressive, if nothing else. 2 decades ago, your father bade me transcribe a letter to the scholar across the Salt, petitioning the study of his plays. Oh, it was him who wrote it! What he discovered was something the Dawnservant feared enough to seal away forever, or so we thought, until the right's objective became the City of Gold. But to think that Tanqua would be entrusted with its safekeeping! Had I known that doddering old fool carried a set of keystones, we might have spared ourselves those tiresome feats. You clearly haven't learned anything. Well, you haven't. I don't know what's going on in Zeroja's head. Great power sleeps here, and with it you shall obtain your birthright. So you say, if the new Dawnservant succeeded where I could not, taking their throne will be no easy task. The resilient son underestimates his own potential. There is no need for worry. What's that? I have liberated the key from the Dawnservant's vault. You alone have the means to unlock the gate. Key? You will gain all you were denied, the right, your father's shade. These bitter memories shall soon be forgotten. Seize your future promise. Open the gates and become the ruler you were destined to be. What's in it for you, though? Wait, what is this? What is this gate? It's working! Why does he sound so surprised? You were the one who suggested all of this! Is some there? Can hear me? Okay, who's talking now? At last. Who's there? Show yourself! If only I could. Alas, the gate will not open for me. Only the key in your possession can connect us. Then, you are the guardian of the city's great power? I do not claim this power is great, but the knowledge I possess is enough to realize any desire. To remake worlds. Make worlds. Wait. Is that so? Oh. Fascinating. Name your price then, for my desire is the world itself. Yes, yes, the resilient sun rises. Together we shall create a nation worthy of our rule. Whoa, whoa. Promise. Why? Okay. I think that pretty much seals it for me. The useless tool is cast aside. Damn. That is cold-blooded. Deliver me a new world. One that bends to my will. As you wish. But in exchange... Like, what are we promising here? Or what is he promising? Of course it fades to black! Of course it's not that easy. Long road to Jacques Durel. But I think we'll call it there. I think this will be a good place to start off for the next part of the story. Wow, so... a lot happened there. Okay, so... Keaton Ram, or Tanqua, whoever you prefer... is he dead or not? I mean, I could accept it either way. That was a bit of a surprise to me, but yeah, it turns out he had a copy, like, some of the keystones, and Zeroja stole them. Whether he killed him or not, we'll probably find out later. He unlocked the gates with the weird key. Like, where did the key come from? Like, what is going on here? I don't understand it here. That is just so... Okay, and I think this is... I don't know how to describe this, okay? I'm excited, but also annoyed from earlier, and it just kind of mishing together, so... Okay, Zeroja, he stole the keystones, he unlocked the gates, and somehow he got his hands on the key. Like, his servant got his hands on this weird key. Like, where did the key come from? Like, what's the key for? Like, I get it, we're supposed to unlock the door to get into the City of Gold, but we're not going there yet. We're going to Jacques Durel first, so who knows what's going to happen there. And where does Solution 9 and Heritage Found, like, connect here? I don't get that either. I feel like this is just becoming really, like, it's unnecessarily complicated. That's what it feels like to me. And, like, it's like they're not connecting yet. So, like, we're missing some pieces to the puzzle in order to connect everything. And I'm not sure how I feel. Like, did they really have to basically summarize the Rite of Succession, our journey with the Rite of Succession, twice in like this one episode? First it was Wuklamat's speech, and then her going around and thanking everyone's, for help. Couldn't she have done that by herself? But, whatever. I don't mean to be sounding like so pessimistic and so pissed off and annoyed, but I can't help myself. Oh, I said this before, I have high expectations for this game, and right now they're kind of falling short. It's only now that they're really starting to pick up, and it's starting to become really interesting, especially since I have no idea, like, what half of this stuff even is. Like, and I think it's safe to say now that Zeroja is going to be our enemy. I mean, he might have a redemption arc, but the thing is, I kind of understand. Okay, I kind of understand where he's coming from here, because he is not only the only biological son of the current Dawnservant, he is also the oldest. Like, he's the eldest child, and like he probably doesn't see like his, brother and sister as his brother and sister. Like, he probably just not really paid too much attention to them growing up. I mean, that's kind of the impression I'm getting here, because we know that Kona and Wukla they're pretty close, okay? They've mentioned that many times already, but with Zeroja, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like a real family unit, especially with him. And I will say this for Galu Jaja. He doesn't play favorites. No, he doesn't see... He doesn't discriminate against his biological son and his adopted children. Okay, he treats them all equally. We saw that when, he was setting up the rules for the Rite of Succession here. All the claimants had to follow the rules. Okay, no one got special treatment here. It's true, Wukla and Kona got a lot of extra help, but that wasn't against the rules. I mean, he even encouraged that. So Raja was the one who chose to have just the one retainer, and probably just to carry his stuff in anyway. I feel like if he maybe surrounded himself with, people who genuinely cared about him and wanted to help him, see him succeed, and maybe point out his flaws, like how Galu Jaja was wishing that would happen, then, yeah, he might have changed for the better. And it's just hard to say, because when he cut him down, like, he still had that one retainer. I mean, the retainer was probably, I'm not even going to bother remembering his name now, he's dead anyway, but he was like the one person who stuck by him through this entire time, and even though it was probably really selfish, he was really still the only person who was helping him, and yet Zeroja cut him down like he was nothing, like even saying that he wasn't of any use to him anymore, so he just got rid of him. And now we are apparently talking to a gate, or maybe some kind of gate guardian, like he's making some kind of a deal. And he wants the world, basically. He wants to bring the world under his rule. And I don't think he's just talking about Toral. He's talking about this entire world. And I kind of understand that too, because, his father is the Dawnservant, Galu Jaja. He basically brought 2 entire continents under his rule. How do you top that? You can't really top that unless you're talking about bringing the entire world in under your rule. Oh, God, I hope he doesn't have kids or anything like that, because they're probably going to be real messed up from having a dad like him. But so, yes, he ended up making some kind of deal. I don't know what he's going to get out of this whole thing. I mean, he's probably going to attack the city. We've seen it in the trailer, so I'm guessing he's going to get some kind of technology, because that's what it looked like in the trailer. Like some advanced civilization came flying in and is attacking the city. And that's probably where this story is going to lead us. Oh my god. But you know what? I think this is going to be good for us. Like, we need to get away from the city for a while. We need to get away from Wuklumet, the twins, like Kryl, everyone who is so upbeat and positive, like for all hope and peace. It was like, we need somebody who's pessimistic, who's kind of grumpy, who is sarcastic. That's why they're teaming us up with Urenvel right now, because that's what we need. We need a break from all of it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. That's going to be it for right now. Next episode, we're heading off to Jacques Tarel with Urenvel, and I'm really hoping the story kicks off from there. I'm really hoping. So until next time, everybody, please take care. Bye.